What's good, YouTube? It's Boy Lethal, and today we'll be reacting to Getting Into One Piece is a Nightmare from Trash Taste Highlights the channel. I think I've seen a few of their clips before, but this popped up on my recommended the other day, and this was 2 years ago. But yeah, you feel me? About to react to it and get my thoughts. You feel me? Probably not going to react to the whole thing because I don't feel like. We'll see if I need to watch the whole thing. But yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and let's hop straight into it.
What's like a show that is like not universally praised, but is like it's not like Gazi's Wing or like Master Strike.
And first, let me get my thoughts on it. One Piece is low-key kind of intimidating to get into because it's right now I think it's at like 1,100 episodes right now. I think so, something crazy like that, and the animation at first is not good, and the pacing at first is not that good because the older animes didn't really have good pacing for real. In my opinion, a lot of them was like slow. So like, you feel me? So like, I feel like to watch One Piece, you gotta be experienced in watching older anime because it's kind of harder to get into the older animes. It's harder to consume them, in my opinion.
Where like the only reason why it's known is because it's bad.
I don't know, because here's the thing: if there's a bad anime, I'm likely not to watch it or finish it, right? Because okay, here's the thing: if something's as bad as Gazi's Wing or something, then I'm gonna finish it. But I still think it's good because it gives me some kind of entertainment value. What I don't like, the worst thing an anime can do for me is just be boring.
It's be mid.
Not gonna lie, God of High School, kind of shit.
But God of High School, I'm hearing that the webtoon is way better, but the only reason the anime was so bad because the pacing was awful. But they was really just speeding through everything, bruh. My brother told me that in the webtoon that it took them way longer to get into just like all that stuff. You feel me? Like, I was so lost watching this. They should have gave him a proper 24 episodes. You feel me? Because that 12 episode stuff was not for this type of anime.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
gonna say it's kind of shit. It's kind of boring.
You mean God of Mid School? Yeah.
I saw when I made a tweet about Rent a Girlfriend, there was like 3 people who were like, "Yo, God of High School is the best anime this season." I'm like, "What season are you watching?"
Rent a Girlfriend, I really like that. I'm still waiting for season 2 to come out.
Watch it.
Watching God of High School just makes me so disappointed. I'm like the disappointed dad because I look at some of these fight scenes and I still think choreography and animation-wise, it's probably some of the best fight scenes you can find all year so far. I can't think of a better anime.
Yeah, I think we've said like it's pretty shit. It's just
Definitely
disappointing. It was so popular.
Yeah. And I don't know. I've heard from a lot of webtoons readers that it basically skipped through everything and just gave you the fights.
Well, that's not how to do it.
No, exactly. But I mean, it just gave me the feeling of just, I don't know, watching like a very good fight animation on like YouTube or something, where you have these fight scenes, and it would have worked better being clipped and put onto YouTube with no context than it would have been in like a full narrative.
That's what I watched, like, because I didn't actually watch the anime. I just saw the clips on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, there's some cool fight scenes, but is it enough for me to get invested into the show? Probably not.
I watched like 10 episodes of Naruto like last year.
Why?
Because I wanted to get into
like first season?
Yeah.
Like as kids, Naruto.
Yeah, like the very.
Oh, okay.
And that was horrible because I was like, oh my god, even the story feels like filler.
Yeah, that's why.
No, he's crazy. Naruto, OG Naruto is a S tier series, bruh. Low-key is dang near flawless. I'm not gonna lie to you. They was really not missing on stuff, bruh. The first arc was the opposite arc, right? For a first arc, that's a pretty good first arc. But hey, this was 2 years ago, so maybe his opinions change.
Never got into Naruto, dude.
Yeah.
And like, I'm watching this, and I'm 10 episodes in, and I'm like, nothing has happened. No. We've like left the village, and we've done like, I've watched more opening and ending than I have like show development. And then They did that annoying shonen thing, which I think should be like, it should be illegal. You should be put in prison if you do it, where you put 4 minutes of the previous episode at the start of the episodes after the intro. So it's only 6 minutes of like shit that you've already seen and don't need to see. Like
in the industry, we call that shonen recap syndrome.
Yeah, and then 14 minutes of the actual episode, and then like 7 minutes outro. Somehow they find a way because they drag it out.
The last like 6 arcs of One Piece is that.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't know how there are still anime only watchers of One Piece when that was like literally every episode for the past 6 years.
Because I remember the last I watched of One Piece was the Punk Hazard arc, and literally every fucking episode was like, here's an extended opening, and then 10 minutes of filler, 5 minutes of actual content, and then an extended ending.
I first started One Piece maybe like 20 what year was it? Probably 2014. I first started watching One Piece. Then I dropped it. And then I picked it back up a few years later because my homie told me to. I was like, all right, bet, I got you. Feel me? Then I watched it, and I enjoyed the anime. I watched it all the way up to Wano arc, and then I started to read the manga because I just recently started getting into manga probably like 2 years ago. You feel me? So, but yeah, I personally enjoyed the anime. It was just hard to get into One Piece because it's an older anime, you feel me? As I said in the start of the video, it's just harder to consume older anime for most people, especially at the time I didn't watch that many animes.
It's because there's only they only adapt like one chapter per episode sometimes, and granted the chapters are dense as fuck. You compare the chapters today of One Piece to like some of the early chapters, and it's like Oda added a light novel into his chapters in between these
so
like
much dialogue
and there's so much dialogue and it's so small and it's so concentrated. But yeah, I mean it still doesn't add up to like one entire anime episode worth of content in my opinion.
No.
So yeah, read the manga of One Piece.
Yeah, why should I, Gon? It's too long, Gon. It's too fucking big.
That's the worst argument I've ever heard anyone
What do
say.
you mean? I don't want to.
I was saying the same thing at first, bro. Like it's like I'm not trying to spend all day every day watching this show. You feel me? But then you feel me? I grew up a little bit. You feel me? My mind matured a little bit. You feel me? And I was like, bro, it's like it's not about I don't watch shows to get them over with. You feel me? I watch them because I enjoy them. You feel me? And I like the journey of the One Piece. You feel me? Of finding the One Piece. You feel me? That's how I think people should look at trying to watch One Piece. You feel me? It's just, they should be on the journey with the cast.
It's like, why don't you get a degree, Connor? It's only 4 years. Come on, man. Why aren't you doing it? It's so good for you. I got a degree, and it was shit.
Okay, but
Yeah, but if you enjoy the degree, then
okay, what if there's this really good thing, right? Do you want it to like end quickly,
No.
or do you want it to keep going on for as long as possible?
Exactly.
Because that's One Piece, right? Like you're talking about it like it's a commitment.
Yeah.
If you're into One Piece,
It is a commitment.
like you could say the same thing about JoJo.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I guess, yeah, but at least JoJo, there's like parts, so you can like.
yeah. Well,
stop
One
it.
Piece there's arcs. Like
Arcs are different to parts, though.
I don't know, man. I stopped at the Punk Hazard arc, and I could easily go back to it.
I wouldn't feel comfortable stopping mid arc.
Wait, what you mean you stop? Wait. People really skip arcs, bruh? No, but the only arc in One Piece that I did not like at the time was Thriller Bark. I feel like that arc had the worst pacing at the time. It was not that interesting to me, to be honest with you. But I rewatched it and I enjoyed it. But I have not skipped any arcs in any shows I watched, cause unless it's filler, I do not watch no filler, bruh. That's a waste of time to me. But yeah, I do not skip arcs. If he's saying that he skipped that arc, then that's kind of crazy.
No.
But that's the thing.
But-
the arc-
Sorry, in between arcs, I wouldn't feel comfortable.
No. But that's why I ended until the arc was over, to like take a break.
Yeah, but I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that.
Why?
Because it's the same show. It's the same characters. They're still doing this adventure. I'm not finished. I can't just stop.
It doesn't matter because you're gonna get shonen recap syndrome at the beginning of the next one anyway. Oh my god. So it doesn't matter.
It's just, I think the thing is
No,
because
that's
it's
crazy.
also daunting for the fact that if I get into it, it's great that there's that much,
Right.
but it's also terrifying that there's that much.
But that's the
because-
thing, right? Like you're saying it in the pretense of like, oh, I'm probably not going to enjoy One Piece, right?
No,
I
No,
think
I'm
that's-
saying what's worrying is if I do enjoy One Piece,
Right.
Yeah.
because I'm not going to get anything done for like 5 years. I'm going to
Right.
be there just fucking reading about how Luffy's arms are ripped off by
Well,
Stretch
you're
Armstrong.
doing it with
I
JoJo already.
actually like I completely get what you're saying because I was having this thought experiment of if I wasn't already into One Piece,
Would you get into
could
it?
I
No.
convince could future me or could like
No
could, like,
way
could,
would
could,
you.
could,
No
could like
way
I
would you.
convince an alternate universe of me who hasn't seen One Piece to
Yeah.
now get into One Piece?
No.
Right.
And I'm like, that is so fucking difficult. I don't know how I would convince myself to get into One
Yeah.
Piece, but I mean,
Nah, me right now, because I started watching One Piece. I started in 2014, and I dropped it for a few years. I picked it back up when I was like 16. So in 2014, I was 2014. I was 12. I was 12 in 2014. So yeah, I started it then, and then I dropped it. I picked it back up when I was like 16. Now I'm 19, and I feel like now I would probably appreciate. I'll probably appreciate a lot of more scenes, to be honest with you. Because I don't know, like I don't know. I just the way that like my mind just like thinks now. It's just like a different perspective on things, you know.
My schedule's already pretty rammed with
Yeah.
not reading manga,
Yeah.
and the manga I do get to read is very small parts, and I wouldn't want to read something because I don't read several manga in one go.
Right.
I read one manga at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read it all. I go on to the next.
Right.
yeah.
And I don't know why my brain just can't. I don't really enjoy.
Because
Right,
I'm,
right.
I'm exactly the
No,
same.
I
as-
get that.
I'm
I
exactly
get
the same
that.
as Connor when I'm into when I'm into something.
It has to be that.
I am into something.
No, I
Like,
get that. I get
I,
that.
I literally lost fucking 2 days of doing nothing because I caught up to Rent a Girlfriend, and that was just like my obsession for that 2 days.
Right,
and if
right,
Rent a
right.
Girlfriend was like 500,
Y'all just got
500
bad
chapters, I would have
time
just lost
management.
like.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No,
No,
I-
I dedicated like an entire month to just reading Baki.
Like
Yeah.
how many chapters?
Granted, I was in school when I was watching anime or watching One Piece, so like it's not really like I had anything to do for real. 'Cause school is school, you know. So like yeah, but nah. Right now, I have a job, right? So I feel like I could still catch up to One Piece. Probably not as quick as I did. I was watching it every day. I probably caught up to it in like a few months, and that was I stopped. I'm trying to think about the time when I stopped. I stopped in Wano, or when they started Wano. When I caught up was when they started Wano, and then I started when I was 16. But when they start Wano, hold on.
Of,
but like-
One Piece is there.
Almost 1,000.
Yeah, but like on the flip side, I really value that because it's so like part of me as like part of me of like who is someone who has been an anime and manga fan for so long, I kind of miss the feeling like you had as a kid where you could just lose an entire week to just watching this anime because are you guys the same way? It's like
Okay, so the chapter 909 was the start of Wano, and that was in 2018. And I was in 2018. I was 16, so I probably caught up to One Piece within a year time. So like around the time Wano started and stuff, or I caught up when the Reverie started. And isn't the Reverie before Wano? So yeah, that's when I caught up. And then I was watching Wano for a little bit, and I dropped it to watch to read the manga. Yeah, that's what happened.
like so hard for you to like marathon stuff now.
Yeah, yeah. Like especially if it's like over 12 episodes.
Yeah,
it's really
yeah.
hard for me. I'm
It's
like,
really,
oh
it's
God.
really hard for me to marathon something, but that's why when I'm
It's also hard for me to watch anime now. I think that's what they are chatting about.
like into a show and I'm like properly into it and I'm just losing days, I really fucking value that.
Yeah.
And I search for it wherever I can, but it's so hard for me to find. Like,
Yeah.
even if there's like technically a good show or a good series, which I can say, yeah, this is a good show.
I felt really fucking good like when I finally marathon Demon Slayer in like 2 days.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I haven't felt this good. I actually finished a show that was more than 12 episodes. What
yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, I miss the feeling of just having fucking days and time pass where you're not
Yeah.
like where
It's
you're not
just
like
us discussing why it sucks to be a fucking adult.
Facts, bruh. But right now, I'm starting to read Vagabond. I'm on chapter 16. I started it yesterday or something like that. So, but now for this weekend, I'm about to grind that because I am enjoying it right now. I'm probably gonna read. I'm probably gonna get to like chapter 100 probably because like the way that like my mind just be moving. Like yeah, but yeah, right now I'm reading Vagabond. But I don't know. These guys must be very, very busy because since they can't find, like, I can always find time for something that like I would want to do. To be honest with you. But yeah.
Damn, I just have like no fucking
I
time.
have no time to marathon.
Why am I like working all the time? What's up with that?
yeah. But like I will say that if you do want that feeling, just get into One Piece.
Yeah.
I'm 1,000 chapters. Doesn't sound that bad. Like I read all of Eye Shield.
There's
and that
more
was,
volumes
like,
of JoJo than there is One Piece. Just letting you know.
Is there more chapters of? Oh, I guess there's
Yeah.
technically more. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I read 5 through 7 of JoJo's in like I think just over a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Then
So
you could
that's
you could
like-
easily get from like the Alabaster
But that
arc
was
to like the Mermaid
that
Island
was like
arc.
a week of me sitting in my bed with a cup of tea nonstop, just like.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But that's the thing, right? It's like if you get into it, then it won't really matter.
Yeah, but that's the problem is that I'm gonna lose 3 weeks of my life minimum. if
Yeah,
I
but
get
you're gonna
into one
enjoy
month.
those
But
3
you're,
weeks.
you're
though.
gonna remember those 3 weeks
Yeah.
of your life, and you're
it's
gonna
worth
look
it.
back.
What do I have to show for it, God?
And then you'll finally be able to jump into a conversation
it,
about
bro.
One Piece and being like, yeah, I fucking
If there was
remember
like an Xbox like a real life Xbox achievement where you can be like, I've read One Piece, and you can have like this badge that says you read One Piece, and it's like
If it was
something
on my driving license being like
you
all of
need
One
something
Piece read.
tangible to show for it for
Yeah,
you to be able to
exactly.
invest yourself into
Exactly.
it. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I guess I don't really. How much free time do I have? It kind of varies, I guess, on the day. Because like,
Yeah, it seems like they're just trying to convince him now. But yeah, I enjoyed this. One Piece is definitely a nightmare to start to get into. But it's not about you trying. But it's not for anyone who's trying to get into One Piece. You feel me? It's not about reading it just to read it. You feel me? It's just like enjoy the journey that Luffy and his crew is on, bruh. Because One Piece is a really good show, in my opinion. Like I don't know. It's just like they just don't be missing on too much stuff. You feel me? They just don't be missing. This show been going on for 30 years. There's no way that it's just like terrible. Like you feel me? But everyone's taste is different. Yeah, if you guys enjoy my reactions to this, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna leave their video link down below. I think I'm gonna check out some more of their stuff. To be honest, it's a good conversation. Ooh, I'm probably gonna watch this next. Hopefully they don't spoil it too much. Yeah, probably watch this next because I am planning on reading Berserk soon. So yeah. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below if you guys watch One Piece or read One Piece. If you guys enjoyed it, you feel me? Yeah. Have a blessed day in peace.